Hi everyone, my name is Emerald Song and welcome to My Darling, a game about spending time with our darling. So let's get started and spend some time with him. What is your name? Oh, you won't let me type it in? Fine. Oh, welcome home. This is my boyfriend Takia. We've been together for 5 years and we couldn't be more in love. Every day when I come home from work, he greets me with a radiant smile and rushes to prepare dinner. Everything about him puts me at ease. His presence, his sweet words, all of it. I couldn't live without him. Good evening, my darling. I see you're wearing the apron I got you. You noticed? Yes, I like it a lot. Good. I lean in close and whisper in his ear. It looks great on you. Don't tease me like that. He's absolutely adorable. Oh, he is cute. He is cute. Aw. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Anyway, let me take your things. He takes my bag and my jacket. Dinner will be ready soon, so just put your feet up in the living room for a bit, okay? That sounds wonderful. Just let me grab my phone real quick. I dig through my pockets, but I can't find it. Taki studies me with a strange expression. I have no idea where I could have left it. Crap, I wanted to read the news. Don't worry about it. I actually went out and bought you today's paper. He pops into the living room and returns with the paper in hand. Here. Wow, thank you. You really think of everything, Takia. You're welcome. I've noticed that you've started reading the news whenever you get home these days. I try to pay attention to that stuff. So from now on, every day I'll make sure to get you the newest issues. All of these screens nowadays, they're poison to human relationships. The stress, the addiction, the isolations, those things can ruin a couple, you know. Yeah, I know. You've told me 1,000 times, love. It's why you got rid of the TV and our computers too, and oh my god, that would be awful. At least the computers, well, I wouldn't want the TVs to be gone because then I wouldn't be able to play my Xbox. I mean, I guess I could hook it up to the monitor, but still. Wouldn't like that very much. Anyway, I digress. I'm not trying to nag you, it just seems like maybe you'd forgotten. Well, we don't need those gadgets in our lives. Besides, the only person I really care about is you, Sarah. I don't need to worry about anyone else. You always butter me up when trying to change the subject. You're lucky that you're so charming, Taku. I said don't tease me. He pouts and that cute boyish expression completely melts my heart. Fine, I'll behave. I'll go wait for you in the living room, okay? Do you need anything to drink? A lemonade would be lovely. Thanks. I sit on the chair and start reading the newspaper. Cutting down on the tech had been Takia's idea, and while it had been hard at first, I've grown used to it. I can't even remember the last time I used a computer. I just got so used to not having one around that I don't even miss it anymore. Then again, I forget a lot of things. It's probably because of my amnesia. When Takia first told me, I was shocked. Something about hearing my boyfriend's voice telling me that all my memories were gone. It had felt as if the whole world were falling to pieces around me. Someone who can't remember their past can never understand themselves or even the people around them. Like Takia. I don't remember how we met or where we went on our first date. The years we spent as a couple might as well not exist from my perspective. To me, our history is just one big black mark, blotting out all the details that make up our love. Oh, it saddens me to think how Takia must feel, knowing all those precious memories were washed away. Sometimes I'm so stressed that I just burst into tears for no apparent reason. Whenever after that happens, Takia takes me into his arms and strokes my hair gently. Well, that's nice. He tells me that he loves me, even with my condition. He says he'll never abandon me or let me go. Sometimes he says it over and over, as if trying to carve those words into my failing memory. His sheer dedication sometimes leaves me speechless. I can't believe how lucky I am to have him. Still, there's this nagging feeling deep down, a certain je ne sais quoi that passes through my heart whenever I see his face. I can't tell him about it, though. He'd be heartbroken. Here you go. Takia enters the living room holding a glass of lemonade. He sets it gently down on the coffee table. I found some straws, so I put one in for you. It looks cute, right? It's even your favorite color. Takia. I tug on his apron, pulling him down to kiss him. Thank you so much for staying with me. Sounds so weird to say my name. I can feel myself tearing up, so I bury my face in his chest. I don't want him to see me crying. He embraces me and we stay like that for a moment. I'm sorry I'm always like this. Don't say that. Honestly, sometimes I wish we never had to spend a moment apart. But I also need you to be happy, love. If you're feeling sad or hurt, I want you to feel like you can open up to me. He squeezes me harder, and I feel his heart beat fast. Finally, he moves his face away and kisses me in turn. I need to go check on the food for a bit. Just stay here and relax, okay? You don't need to worry about anything for now. Aw, he's a sweet guy. At 7 p.m. we eat. Takia made nikujaga, an amazing beef and potato stew. That does sound pretty good. Even the smell is intoxicating. It smells so good. Just wait till you taste it, love. Takia grabs my spoon, scooping up a delicate morsel from my bowl. He blows on it gently, then positions the spoon in front of my face. Oh, you. I lean forward a little bit and take the bite. Instantly, I'm overwhelmed by the stew's rich, warming flavor. Delicious. Really, I'm happy. We both start eating. You really have a gift for cooking. Well, I like to cook for you, working hard to create the right flavors, imagining the look on your face when you get to taste it. It makes me want to put everything I have into these meals. Well, that sounds like I'm set for life. Takia smiles as he watches me finish my food. Just be sure not to leave any leftovers. If you do, I'll be sad. You're underestimating just how much I can eat, you know. By the time I'm done, the bowl is practically spotless. That was amazing, Takia. Thank you so much for making this. Takia smiles at me warmly, his eyes shining with affection. I'm lucky to have a boyfriend who takes such good care of me. Anyone who wouldn't be would be a pretty bad boyfriend if you ask me. You're supposed to look after the person you love. I know, but it's almost too good to be true sometimes. Do you not like how I treat you? That's not what I meant, My voice trails off as I notice his crestfallen expression. Yes? Do you really love me? Oops. Okay, let's see. Well, if I've been with a guy for 5 years and everything seems fine, I'm probably gonna really be in love with this guy. So, I mean, yeah, of course I love you. Why on earth would you think I don't? I'm just worried that this won't last forever. Because of my amnesia? Well, yes, what if you wake up one day and don't even recognize me? I can never forget you, Takia. You're too important to me. I put my hands on his. Thank you. Takia gets to his feet and starts collecting the plates. I'll clean up. I didn't have time to prepare dessert, but let me see what I can whip up. Or or maybe we can go upstairs and share another kind of treat. I, don't just stand there. Come on, I'll help you clean up. Okay. He heads into the kitchen. I clear the table and get ready to follow him. But suddenly, oh man, I stumble and catch myself against the edge of the table. Am I gonna be like sick or something? Oh no, I hope this isn't sad. I feel so dizzy. My head is spinning right now. What's what's wrong with me? Am I sick or I need to wake myself up? Maybe I should go to the bathroom and splash some water on my face? I take the stairs one step at a time, clinging to the banister. As I reach the second floor, my limbs feel so heavy that I can barely even move. Come on, just a little effort. I feebly push at the bathroom door. Oh, this is a nice bathroom. I half collapse against the sink. Once the water starts to flow, I scoop small, shaky handfuls and splash them against my skin. When I look at the mirror, I see the face of a ghost. I look terrible right now. Just where did this even come from? I was fine just a few minutes ago. A thick, sour odor cuts through my thoughts. A smell so bad that it's almost sobering. Usually I can't smell it when I'm in the bathroom. Takia says it's got something to do with the plumbing, and that'll fix it when he can. I really hope that when he can is sooner than later. The smell is making me nauseous. I reach behind me to grab a nearby towel, but I end up knocking it into the bathtub. I sigh and lean forward, placing a hand against the wall. Suddenly, somehow it shakes beneath my touch. There's a loud thud like something struck the wall below, and before I can pull away, the plaster buckles inward. What? I stare open-mouthed at the huge hole that appears in our bathroom wall. What did I do? I peer closer. It looks like this hole has been here for a while, and that whoever lived here before has had much to patch it up. Now that I'm looking more closely, I can even tell the paint around the hole is a different shade of yellow than the rest of the wall. How has neither of us ever noticed that? I need to tell Takia about this right away. But how did the wall even get damaged like that? I stop in my tracks, turning to look at the hole. Moments later, I brace my hands against the wall and lean forward to look inside. At first, I don't see anything. That strange, sickeningly sweet odor is stronger than it was outside. This must be where the problem is. I can even hear the pipes buzzing metallically. As my eyes adjust to the light, I can just about make out their silhouettes, and then I see what else is in here. What the fudge is that? Deeper in the darkness, I see the outline of a person. Their arms, legs, head, and torso? But none of them are in the right place. I recognize a human figure, inanimate. A corpse. I recoil, tripping over my own feet. My vision goes black, and the last thing I hear are footsteps. I wake up with a jolt. A nightmare? I rub my eyes, which is funny because I actually was rubbing my eyes. I'm sitting in our bed, my cold, clammy body covered with sweat. What time is it? Where's Takia? With some difficulty, I drag myself out of bed. Right now, the only thing I care about is finding Takia. I take a deep breath and step out into our hallway. Ah! I almost crash right into Takia. Takia! Takia takes my shoulders, gently pushing me back into the bedroom. You're feeling better? You're already feeling better? I think so. What happened to me? Well, after you offered to help clean up, when I came to check on you, you were passed out on the sofa. I figured you must have been exhausted, so I carried you up here. But I will admit, you look a lot better now. I'm glad. I don't. Takia, I had a terrible nightmare. I was in the bathroom, and that awful smell had come back. The wall melted, and there was this body. Uh, Sarah, there's nothing wrong with the bathroom. You're just exhausted from work, is all. But tears began to flow on my cheeks. Takia, what's wrong with me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Takia pulls me into a hug, crushing me against his chest. I'm crazy, aren't I? No, you're not crazy, love. Just try to calm down, please. Everything will be alright, I promise. His words ring hollow in my ears. Oh, listen, you need more sleep. If you lie down and wait for me, I'll be back to hold you once I've done the dishes. I raise my eyes, surprised. You're worried about the dishes right now? A messy house creates messy thoughts. I need to make sure you don't have anything that could distract or upset you. Nothing he says makes sense. Please don't leave me alone, Takia. Don't make a scene. He's being unusually strict about this. I pull away and a heavy silence settles between us. Don't be so down, love. I even brought you something to help you relax. I don't want it. He looks at me surprised. Take your medicine, sweetie. You know you need it. I said no. It's weird to yell at myself. Damn it, Sarah. Why are you shouting at me like that? Takia doesn't respond. Fine, if you don't want to listen to me, go ahead. He leaves the room. I'm still shocked by his behavior. He's never been this aggressive with me before. Has he? I hear a soft click. He locked the door. I scramble towards the door and try to open it. What? He did! It's locked. Takia? No answer. There's no way he'd do that. Well, it seems like he did do it. I bang my fist against the door, but he still doesn't answer. Why is he acting like this all of a sudden? Did I do something wrong? No, you did nothing wrong. He's crazy. Run for the door. I need to get out of here and talk to him. I go to the desk and start opening the drawers. Even with my amnesia, there's certain things that's so deeply ingrained in me. It's like muscle memory. Riding a bike, tying my shoelaces, picking a lock. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know how to pick a lock. Even though I couldn't remember when or how I learned those things, I could still do them instinctively. Now, what can I use as the lockpick? I'm pretty sure it's not the calculator or the pen. Maybe something in the pen, but I'm going to say a hairpin. That's exactly what I need. I unbend the hairpin and slip it into the lock. After a while, I hear the tumblers click. It worked. I quietly open the door and go out into the hallway. I'm not sure what I'll say to Takia, but I know we need to talk. There's a strange rhythmic sound coming from downstairs. That's right. He said he'd be doing the dishes. Run for the door, girl. Run for the door. I glance towards the bathroom door. There's no way I'm going back in there. I make my way downstairs. The sooner I can ask Takia what's going on, the better. I pause on the bottom step for a moment. I can hear that sound more clearly now, although it doesn't sound like someone washing dishes. What on earth is he doing? I know he mentioned something about dessert, but it almost sounds like he's chopping up vegetables. That doesn't make any sense. I start to head towards the kitchen, but my body freezes mid-step. Taki was so angry earlier. Should I really be bothering him? What am I thinking? He locked me up in our bedroom. No matter how he's feeling, he needs to apologize. My sudden indignation propels me forward. I pull the door open as hard as I can. Takia, you better have a good... My voice dies in my throat. Oh, what were you doing? His clothes are drenched with blood, and he's holding a kitchen knife. Takia darts towards me. Sarah, I told you to stay upstairs. You need to get out of here. Now. But it's already too late. I can see what's laying on the cutting board. An arm? I shove Takia away from me, choking down the bile in my throat. The entire kitchen is awash in thick, metallic stench of blood. The room that my boyfriend always cleans so diligently is stained with human wreckage. Oh, God. My God. Several large, oddly bulging garbage bags are strewn across the hardwood floor. What the hell is this? What did you do? Please don't freak out. I can explain everything. Give me a chance. Before you lost your memories, you had a stalker. He was a disgusting human being, but you were too nice to stand up to him. So I decided to step in and take care of things. His fingers tightened around the knife handle as he spat those last few words. But now it's okay. I fixed it for you. I couldn't we have gone to the cops or moved or something? Jeez, I can't believe what I'm hearing. I feel like I've woken up inside some awful horror movie or apparently a horror game. But it's really happening. My sweet, loving boyfriend is standing right there, smiling that same boyish smile, even while there's blood drying on his cheek. You murdered someone? I had to. What are you, a psychopath? My whole body is shaking. I feel hot and cold and numb all over. I can't even move. Takia's eyes darken. Oh my goodness, we should have gone for the door. Don't call me that. It's hurtful. I did what I do for your sake. You know that. I stagger backwards, still shaking. Adrenaline surges through my veins, and before I know it, I'm sprinting towards the front door. Go, girl, go. All I can think of is getting away. I hear footsteps thundering behind me, and I dive into the nearest doorway to avoid being tackled. I regret it instantly. The living room has one exit, and it's the one I just came in through. I dash to the other side of the coffee table, hoping I can keep some distance between Takia and I. Sarah, come here. No, stop. Don't take another step towards me, you hear? He doesn't even react. With his height, it barely takes 2 strides for him to reach me. I duck away and charge back into the hallway. I dash towards the door, my legs moving as fast as they can. But a large hand clamps down on my arm. Oh no! Just where do you think you're going, huh? The look on his face is terrifying. He yanks me towards him, but I manage to wriggle out of his grasp and dart up the staircase. Where will I go? Oh my gosh, Willow. He locked it from the outside, so he must have a key. So let's do the bathroom. The bathroom seems like the best bet right now. As soon as I enter, that supposedly imaginary hole is staring at me. Except now, it's much bigger. I knew I wasn't dreaming. The thundering of Takia's footsteps snapped me back to my senses. I grab a hairdryer off the shelf and huddle against the wall. Outside, I hear Takia opening the bedroom door. My heart hammers in my chest, and I cover my mouth to muffle my shaky sobs. After a few moments, I hear the bedroom door reopen and Takia's footsteps move closer. He's heading straight for the bathroom now. My body stiffens. I didn't lock the door! Oh no! I lunge towards the handle, but before I can do anything, the door swings open, knocking me back. Takia enters. Being on the other side of the door, Takia doesn't see me right away. Without hesitation, I throw myself towards him and bring the drawer down on his head. Ah! I'm already bolting back down the stairs. Run, girl. Something clamps around my ankle and I fall. Oh no! The thick carpet does nothing to soften the impact as I slam to the floor. What? I turn around. There, Takia is flying a few feet. Is lying, not flying. Takia is lying a few feet away, his fingers digging into my leg like the teeth of a bear trap. He looks at me like a wounded dog, his chocolate-colored eyes wide with betrayal. You hit me. With his insane strength, it doesn't take long for Takia to drag me downstairs, kicking and screaming. He holds me down, binding my arms and legs with a thin length of rope. I try to call for help, to ask him why he's doing all this, but he just wads up a few tissues and shoves them deep into my mouth. As I lie on the floor, I watch the man I once called my boyfriend putting various objects to a crumpled cardboard box. The personal effects of the victim, I guess. Takia stops and looks at me. Sorry if I roughed you up a bit back there. I needed to make sure you couldn't wander off. I think once we have a nice, long heart-to-heart, you'll feel much better about this whole misunderstanding. He returns to his task, closing out the box. Once he's finished, he walks back over to me. I'm starting to hyperventilate with fear. You must be furious with me right now. I can see it in your eyes, you know. If only we could go back to this morning. Everything was perfect then, don't you think? We were both so happy. He was right, but how could that sweet, kind man be the same person I'm looking at right now? Oh, God. This filthy piece of human trash just had to go and ruin everything. Just who is that man? The one whose blood is soaking into our carpet. What happened to me before today, and why couldn't I remember it? Even as a corpse, he's ruining our lives. I guess I'll just have to keep going until there's nothing left of him. I'm sorry you had to see this, love. It must be so upsetting for someone as kind and as beautiful as you. But don't worry, I'll make sure this never happens again, and after all, you're my soulmate, the person who means more to me than anything. Love, there isn't a single thing in this world that I wouldn't do to make you happy. Oh. He moves closer, brushing my hair out of my face. With gentle, painstaking care, he pulls the ball of tissue out of my mouth. I love you so much. He leans in to kiss me. I don't know you. What? He takes a step back. You're not my boyfriend. You're some kind of sick kidnapper. What are you saying? You're looking at me like... Oh, shit! Oh, crap. Like you're sober, sweetie. Don't tell me your morning medicine's wearing off this fast. If I up the doses much more, well... Takia's face is unrecognizable. His soft, gentle smile has been replaced by a deranged smirk. You, you're twisted, you asshole. Oh, you can call me as many nasty little things as you like, dear. After all, that's how you used to talk to me, right? Yeah, that's true. Even as muddy as my thoughts are right now, I can still pick out small fragments of memories that are rising to the surface. In my mind, I see a man whose strong, comforting arms are wrapped around me, but it's not Takia. More memories begin to emerge. The first time we met at a small cafe on a cold afternoon. The last time we went to a beach together, laughing as we chased each other across the sand. Slowly his face comes into focus, and I remember what he looked like. Specifically, I remember he looked like what he looked like when I found his body in that hole. No! A rotten, sunken face covered with thick, jagged gashes, maggots, whirling into every rotting wound. Oh, oh God. Sinji. When I come back to my senses, my cheeks are soaked with hot, salty tears. Taki is still watching me. How could you do that, you bastard? You took him from me. You ruined my life. Oh, don't be so silly. He was the one who was making you miserable. I saw it. Besides, once he was gone, you were happier with me. I know you're not thinking straight right now, but deep down, you know that I helped you. You killed my boyfriend. Don't call him that. He didn't deserve you. Don't you remember, love? A boyfriend who doesn't treat you right isn't really a boyfriend at all. He's just a worthless creep. You you killed Seiji, and then you tricked me into thinking I had amnesia. Well, it wasn't entirely a trick. I had to do something to make sure you couldn't get hung up on those unfortunate details. So I brought some medicine, very expensive medicine, but it was worth it. Watching you wolf down my cooking, thinking about all those wonderful little chemicals surging through your veins. Even now, it makes me shiver to think about it. Hell, you were so doped up, you even thought those random blackouts were just times you spent at work, as if I'd let you waste your time with something like that. I can see you're still upset, but don't worry. We can go back to the way things were. You just need to accept it. Go fuck yourself, you asshole. I told you not to talk to me like that. I'm starting to think you might need a little more sleep, love. Don't worry. I'll hold you when we're in bed. No, thank you. No, thank you, sir. No, 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 no. I grit my teeth, my whole body shaking with rage. You're gonna regret this, you crazy. Shh. The only thing that's crazy here is how much I love you, sweetie. And I'm never letting you go. You know why? Because you love me just as much. You even said so at dinner. What? Oh, God. But the man I said I love you to isn't the sadistic monster standing in front of me. I could never love someone like you. You, you liar. You think you can play with my feelings like that? This is gonna stop right now. If you're not gonna listen, I'll make you love me. I'll make you stay with me for the rest of your life. That, that's it. I know how to fix this, to fix you. No more drugs, no more rope, no more getting your memories back. I, we wouldn't have to worry anymore about any of this. He grabs the kitchen knife from the, oh God, why didn't I see it sooner? It's so obvious and so perfect, just like us. Think about it. When we make love, our, oh God, this trick is, oh God. When we make love, our bodies are connected, right? But eventually we have to break apart. But that's just sex, isn't it? There are ways that our bodies and our souls could be intertwined forever. I. What are you saying? I'm saying that I need you inside me, really inside me, right here. Ugh. Like literally, my face just like fell. If I eat you, your face would unite with mine, every cell in your body being absorbed into mine. We'd finally be one with each other. Even just thinking about it, I've never felt so happy. No, it's absolutely perfect, and you'll feel so good being a part of me. You'll have all the love you'd ever need. No, stop! Get away from me, please! I'm begging you, Taki. Don't. I'm so glad I left room for dessert. Aren't you, love? Oh God. Bad ending. Well, crud. I guess if somebody's too good to be true, then they probably are. Darn it. Okay. Let's see if we can get away. Alright. Let's see. Didn't see anything like save or skip or anything on the screen, so unless there's something I'm just missing. Let's see. Nope. So, give me a second, and when I get to the next choice, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and we are going to pick the other choice now. So, it's the first time we said, of course I love you, and that got us killed. So, let's say you really can't tell. You really can't tell how I feel? I'm just worried this won't last forever because of my amnesia. Yes, what if you wake up one? Okay, that's still the same. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I'll be back if anything changes. So, let's see. Okay, last time we picked a hairpin, which is obviously the correct answer on what you need to pick a lock. But, let's see what happens if we pick a calculator. How is that going to help me? Yeah. A pin. No, not that. Okay, we're going to pick a hairpin. Okay, so that was the options about that. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back in another choice. This time we're going to go into the bedroom, which he locked from the outside, so he probably has a key. So this probably will not end well. Which, I'm probably wrong. The bedroom seems like the safest place to hide. Shoot, where should I hide? Well, I guess that gives us more of a chance. But, I mean, he's gonna know where to pick. Okay. In the closet this time? I climb into the closet and close the doors behind me. I can still barely make out the sound of Takia's footsteps. He stops by the bedroom door and enters. My heart is pounding in my chest. I bite down on my fist and try to muffle my breathing. The sound of his footsteps come to a stop. I guess he must be deciding where to look first. Suddenly I hear him approach the closet, and before I can react, the doors are flung open. Oh, there you are. I try to scream, but his hand covers my mouth. His strong arms scoop me up like a small child. Oh, crap. Okay. Let's see. I'll be right back again. Let's see. We said something different about if we answered him differently about the love thing. So, do you remember at dinner when I asked if you loved me? You answered my question with a question of your own. You asked me if I doubted your feelings. You never did give me an answer, and now I want to hear it. Despite all these misunderstandings, do you still love me? We're gonna go ahead and say no. Despite the overwhelming terror, I meet his glassy, off-kilter gaze. I don't love you. I'll never love you. The man I love is dead, and even though he's gone, I'll never be yours. Stop talking about him. He grabs the knife on the table and walks towards me. Shaky with anger, he plunges it into the floor in front of me, the blade grazing against my bonds. Takia drops to the floor and tracing the blade along my thigh. Oh, God. His breathing ragged and irregular. That bastard is gone. I stabbed him 100 times. He's lying in 1,000,000 pieces. He's nothing but meat now, so why won't you? As he screams tearfully into my face, I kick out against the damaged rope around my legs. My foot slams into his face. Ah! Takia falls backward, dropping the knife. Good. I barely catch it between my fingertips and work quickly to cut myself free. From the corner of my eyes, I see Takia rising to his feet. I scramble towards the box of Seiji's things, grab the keys, and run. My hand shakes so much that I can barely get the key into the lock. As soon as I hear the lock click, I throw the door open and run out to the street. I stumble several times but manage to keep on running. I'm panting, my breath burning in my lungs. As I emerge into the neighborhood, the streets are completely empty. Suddenly, something firmly grabs my arm. I try to scream, but all that comes out is a weak moan. Sarah, is that you? I recognize a familiar voice. When I turn around, I see one of my neighbors, a tall woman with a large dog sitting at her side. Where have you been, honey? No one's seen you in months. Did you move for something? Lately I've seen this young man coming and going as if... Not now. We need to move. He's coming. Suddenly the dog begins to growl. What's wrong, boy? A little ways off, a tall shadow detaches itself from the darkness of a high brick wall. I recognize him immediately. He's coming towards us. The dim glow of the streetlights glints off the edge of the kitchen knife. The hell is wrong with this guy? I'm too scared to speak or even move. Oh no. Takia studies the two of us with a cold, detached smirk. Stay back, or my dog will make you regret it. Come on, Sarah, let's get you back inside. You'll catch your death out here. I'm not coming with you, you murderer. I'm warning you now, kid, if you try any funny business, it's not gonna go well for you. You really hate me, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. There's not a drop of love left in them. Why can't you love me? All I ever wanted was to give you everything. I worked so hard for you. How can I ever love someone who destroyed my life just so they could trap me in some dollhouse and drug me half to death? I wanted to build you a better life. It's all I could think about ever since the first day I saw you. You were crying on a bench, looking so scared and so alone. Every tear I saw you shed felt like a shard of broken glass being stabbed into my heart. I knew I could make you happy, love. Take you away from all that stress, that pain, that loneliness. And I still know it, Sarah. Just take my hand. I'll walk you back home and we'll find a way to put the pieces back together again. Please. It's over, Takia. There's no way we can ever be together again. Takia opens his mouth to speak, but the shriek of police sirens cut through the air. Takia's eyes dart in their direction, then back at me. One last panic glance, he tears off into the night, running as fast as he can. The woman's dog bolts after him, but he grips the leash tightly enough to keep him still. Barely. And then the police arrive. It's been almost a year since that whole incident took place. It feels strange, looking back on those days. I moved as far away as I could, and decided to start over. The horrible events I endured, they're all in the past now, but still, I can never forget him. I heard he was arrested a little while back. That's good. It doesn't comfort me as much as it should, though. Even if the real Takia is locked up somewhere, the memories of him will always haunt me. He lives inside my head, a permanent part of my being. A few days ago, I received a letter in the mail. There was no name and no return address. All that was written on there was this: the only thing in my heart desires is for you to forgive me, Sarah. True ending. Past love. Okay. Hell, I think there was one more thing we could have picked. So we'll go back in just a second after these credits go through, and I'll, come back and pick the last choice, and we'll see if we get a different ending. But glad we got away, because that man was, yeah. So anyway, I'll be right back in just a second. Alright, here's the other choice. We're going to hide under the bed this time. I dive under the bed. I can hear Taki's footsteps in the hallway outside. He stops by the bedroom door and enters. Heart pounding, I cover my mouth the best I can. Peering into the bedsheet, I can see Taki's feet standing just a few feet away. It seems like he's trying to decide where he should look first. Second later, he strides towards the bed and crouches. Oh, there you are. I try to scream, but his hand covers my mouth. His strong arms scoop me up like a small child. Okay, so that's the same thing with that one. Let's see. So we'll come back to the next choice, and I think that'll be it. So just 1 second. Okay, finally got back to it. So we're going to, he just asked us to tell him the truth if we really, really loved him or not. So last time we said no and we got away. So this time we're going to lie to him. Yes, Takia, I love you. Really? Oh God, I'm so happy to hear you say that. You have no idea how scared I was. But now it's fine you came around. You know about that bastard, but you still want to be mine. Ugh. I'm so excited that I'm practically shaking, love. It's been so long since I felt this spark between us. That's it. I know how to fix this to fix you. No more drugs, no more ropes, no more getting your memory back. We wouldn't have to worry anymore about any of this. Okay, so he's going to... Okay. So, yeah, it looks like he's just basically going to eat us again. Fun. Okay. Oh boy. Bad ending, cannibal love. Okay. Well. So that was, I think that was all the choices you can do. That was definitely something, So, yeah, I enjoyed it though. I like I said, I like, games like that. So I enjoyed it. Very good job. So that was it for My Darling. Thank you for listening to me, watching me play it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So I hope you have a good morning, a good evening, or a good night, whatever time you're listening to this. And I will talk to all of y'all later.